Have you ever experienced something like this? You're wrestling with an important decision. Maybe it's about your job, a relationship, or something even deeper in your soul, something you can't quite name. You've prayed, you've waited, you've sat in silence, listening, but still, no clarity. Then suddenly, someone, maybe a close friend, a stranger sitting next to you on the bus, or even a random video you stumble upon on YouTube, says the exact words you needed to hear. No fluff, no detours, as if they stepped straight out of your prayer. Let me tell you something. That may not be a coincidence. That may be God. I still remember this moment. An elderly woman came to speak with me after a church service. Her eyes were wet with tears. She said, "Pastor, what you shared today, it was exactly what I whispered to God last night. No one knew, no one heard, just me and Him." I looked at her, and I knew. I was just the vessel. Those words didn't come from me. I was simply the one chosen to speak on His behalf in that moment. Many people think that when God speaks, it has to be thunder from the heavens, a crystal-clear dream, or something undeniably supernatural. But in over 20 years of walking with people on their journey of faith, I've learned this. God often speaks in the most ordinary ways, through the people around us. Modern psychology might call it confirmation resonance, the alignment between what you're thinking and what shows up in your environment. But in faith, I believe it's divine response, not a coincidence, a confirmation. Let me invite you to imagine this. You're unsure whether to leave a job that's left you drained and tired. You're scared you won't find something better. Then you go to church, sit next to a complete stranger, and during a casual conversation, they say something like, "You know, sometimes God needs us to let go of the old, so our hands are free to receive something new." You don't say a word, but your heart knows. It feels it. Have you ever had that happen? God isn't limited to sacred spaces. He can speak through a quiet cafe when a friend gently asks, "You seem like you're carrying a heavy weight lately. Are you trying to hold everything together on your own?" Or in a podcast you randomly play at 2 a.m., unable to sleep. And the speaker begins sharing the very pain you've been hiding. God can use the words of others like a mirror to help you see yourself, to help you hear what your soul has been whispering. A friend of mine, James, once told me he was on the verge of divorce. They had tried everything, therapy, counseling, but nothing seemed to work. Then one day, while waiting in a clinic, he overheard an elderly couple chatting. The wife said, "What's kept us together isn't the feelings we had when we first fell in love. It's the commitment we renew, day by day." James said he went completely silent inside. That night, he went home, and, rather than signing the divorce papers, he opened his heart and spoke to his wife for the first time in months. Today they're still together, and James truly believes it was God speaking through a stranger to save their marriage. God doesn't shout. He whispers. And sometimes He whispers through the words of others. But to hear it, you need a quiet mind and an open heart. The real question is, are you willing to believe that God could use anyone, at any moment, to deliver the message you need most? If you've ever heard something, from a sermon, a conversation, or even a YouTube comment, that made you pause and say, "That felt like God speaking to me," please don't dismiss it. It may be His way of reminding you, you're not alone. He's still listening, and the answer you've been waiting for might already have been spoken. I don't know who needs to hear this today, but if you're in a season of confusion, open your heart, pay attention, listen closely, because maybe, just maybe, the person sitting next to you today, is God's messenger. And if this message speaks to you, I'd love to hear your story in the comments below. Has God ever spoken to you through someone else? I read every story, and I pray with you. And if you'd like to continue this journey of faith, healing, and spiritual clarity, make sure to subscribe so we can walk it together.